For a valley that's just 15 miles, Zion Canyon is jam-packed with incredible trails suitable for all experience levels and abilities. Zion National Park was founded in 1919, though it was first protected 10 years ago. Of course, the area has been inhabited for far longer than that, with fossil records and archaeological evidence dating back to prehistoric times. Today, most people visit for the spectacular scenery, family-friendly walks, and challenging canyoneering opportunities. Are you looking for the best hikes in Zion National Park? Then keep watching. Observation Point. Are you worried about the crowds at Angel's Landing? Why not choose to hike Observation Point instead? This reasonably challenging hike will take you past dramatic drop-offs and through the area's signature Navajo sandstone and Echo Canyon. Best of all, once you reach the end of the trail at about 700 feet above sea level, you're rewarded with spectacular views out over the Zion Canyon and down onto Angel's Landing. Note that this trail can get icy in the winter when it's often covered in snow. It's also prone to rock falls, so check to see if it's even open before banking on it as a trip highlight. Emerald Pools Trails. If you're looking for a picturesque, family-friendly Zion hike, you can't go wrong with the Emerald Pools Trails. This set of 1.2 to 2.5 mile long trails takes you along a vegetation-lined stream that meanders down the gently sloping landscape, forming numerous pools along the way. The first part of the hike, which ends at the first pool, is paved, so it's perfect for families with small children or people with limited ability. Just be aware that since this trail network is located across from Zion Lodge, it can get crowded. Hey, if you're enjoying yourself so far, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already, and stick around for more of the best trails of Zion. The Narrows. Looking for a summer hike you can cool off in? Then plan to tackle Zion's signature trail, the Narrows. This iconic trail begins, for most people, at the end of the River Walk Trail, and you need to river trace for a fair bit of the trail, carefully picking your way through the rounded river stones. Hence why this trail is our summertime cool-off recommendation. This is not a trail for the faint-hearted. Depending on where you start, you're looking at anywhere between 6 to 16 miles round trip through cold water and low temperatures, and over slippery rocks. If you reach the scenic Wall Street about 2 hours in, it'll all be worth it though. Riverside Walk. If you're looking for wheelchair-accessible trails, we highly recommend Riverside Walk. This hike follows the Virgin River and gardens and is paved and level for around the first 2 miles round trip. Plan to take 1 to 2 hours, so you get in a decent number of stops to admire the scenery. For those who can, take some offshoot trails and walk down to the water. Look out for lots of native birds and other wildlife. Angel's Landing. If an adventurous person were asked to name just one trail associated with Zion, Angel's Landing would undoubtedly be the one that popped into their mind. This famed 5.4-mile round-trip walk is most well known for the spectacular 360-degree views you're rewarded with if you reach the end. Of course, you have to scale a perilous ridge using chains embedded into the rocks as handholds first. Even if you don't make it all the way, the first 2 miles of switchbacks are physically challenging. There's the chilly but geologically interesting Refrigerator Canyon to marvel at, and the views from Scout's Lookout are almost as good as those from Angel's Landing. Canyon Overlook Trail. At just 1 mile in length, the Canyon Overlook Trail is another walk great for families with older children. Accessed from the east entrance of the Mount Carmel Tunnel, it's an elevated trail that boasts spectacular views out of the valley. We don't recommend this trail for young kids because there are some narrow sections with steep drop-offs and no railings, making it dangerous for anyone with poor balance. If you want to get up early, we recommend coming here to grab that iconic Zion sunrise shot. Weeping Rock. Are you unperturbed by getting your feet or head wet on a hike? Then Zion's Weeping Rock Trail is one for you. This easy half-mile round-trip trail loops through a geological formation, a waterfall of sorts, aptly named Weeping Rock. Water constantly drips down the rock walls, at times creating a veritable curtain of water. And you can look at hanging gardens and mountain views as you walk. If we had to give this trail a challenge rating, we'd say it's moderate, given some sections are a little steep and there are stairs you need to navigate. The Watchman Trail. If you're looking for an easy to moderate hike with stunning views, the Watchman Trail has you covered. The trailhead for this walk is located between the South Campground and the park's visitor center and covers 3 miles round trip. Despite being called Watchman Trail, you don't actually climb the peak of Watchman Mountain. Instead, you walk up to a viewpoint that's about 300 feet above the floor of Zion Canyon. If you plan to tackle this trail in the summer months, cover up. The path has little to no shade. East Rim Trail. If you're looking for a backpacking multi-day hike, the 12-mile-long East Rim Trail is one of the most popular walks of its kind in Zion Park. You decide where to start on this scenic hike: Observation Point, be prepared to climb over 2,000 feet, or the East Entrance, a descent hike. You're guaranteed unbeatable views out over Zion and Echo Canyons, no matter which starting point you pick. There are options to do this hike as an out and back or long day hike if you prefer. Orderville Canyon. Orderville Canyon is a technical, permitted trail that should only be attempted by skilled canyoneers, though it is considered one of the easiest technical hikes in the park. It's a one-way, one-day hike that takes walkers through a desert slot canyon and into the wild center of Zion National Park. Expect to have to hire a guide or bring along an experienced climbing partner with all the right gear: rope, harness, rappel equipment, helmet, and lots of water, if you plan to tackle this 12.3-mile-long trail. Once you reach Corkscrew Falls near the end of the hike, you'll be rewarded with gorgeous waterfalls and lush vegetation. Kayenta. This hike is a favorite of seasoned park visitors, young and old, due to its moderately challenging trail, stunning canyon scenery, and emerald pool reward at the end. The trail meanders along the canyon wall. Its exposed sections and long drop-offs provide unmatched views over the Virgin River. Kayenta is popular, so plan to tackle this trail as early in the morning as possible if you want to avoid the crowds. It's about 2 miles round trip and connects with the Emerald Pool's network of trails. You can do those too if you want. Northgate Peaks Trail. The Northgate Peaks Trail is great for families with little ones in tow since it boasts primarily level terrain, few drop-offs, and good views. It's part of Zion's Kolob Terrace of trails and spans about 4 miles. If you have small kids that tire easily, you may not want to do all of this hike. The best part about this hike is that it's way out there in the wilderness, so you're less likely to bump into other people and more likely to experience rare Zion flora and fauna. West Rim Trail. We recommend heading out on the West Rim Trail if you want to hit the wild road for a while. This 16-mile through hike begins or ends at either Lava Point Trailhead in Kolob Canyons or the West Rim Trailhead in Zion Canyon. If you head out from the West Rim Trailhead, you'll walk the Angel's Landing Trail to Scout's Lookout, then veer off to the left to head around the canyon's rim. If you're doing the through hike, you'll head up to Lava Point and beyond. Terrace Trail. The 3.5-mile round-trip Terrace Trail is as easy as it is beautiful, and it's friendly for dogs on leash, cyclists, trail runners, and people using wheelchairs, since it's paved the entire length. You can follow the river for much of the walk, and the name Terrace actually means bubbling, tumbling water. Bring your camera to capture the utterly picturesque views of the surrounding mountains, including the Watchman, Beehive, West Temple, and Bridge Mountain. Expect to walk for around an hour and 30 minutes if you plan to complete the entire trail. The subway from the bottom. Though the subway isn't considered a technical hike, it's definitely strenuous, so not a trail for the faint of heart or inexperienced hiker. You start at the bottom of the canyon and hike up towards the top, passing by incredible cascading waterfalls and stepped pools until you reach the legendary Subway Rock Formation. You won't need climbing equipment to tackle this hike, but you will need good luck. Since the trail is so popular, you need to enter a lottery system to get a permit to walk it. Now it's time to hear from you. Did we miss any of your favorites at Zion National Park? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.